everybody. I'm actually in an airport right now on my way to Singapore for the EDGE conference. If you're watching from Singapore, we are on our way. Yesterday at Vivid Church, we finished our series called Mind Mapping. And we've been looking at just the value of thinking the right kind of thoughts and how much work it is, how challenging it is. But you know, here's a musing for the day, is that you are not a victim to your own thoughts. You actually have control over the things you think. Now, you don't always have control over the stimulus around you, the thoughts that require you to analyze them, but you do have control over what you will do in response to that. Look at what it says here in Philippians chapter 4 and verse 8. It says, "Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent and praiseworthy, think about such things." So how do we do that? How do we do that in a time where maybe there is impurity around us, or maybe there's things that are unjust around us, or maybe there's things that are untrue or not very excellent, and it feels like we're bombarded externally from things that we're forced to think about? Well, here's the thing: thoughts are kind of like a pathway like this. Generally, our thoughts move along the path of least resistance, but it doesn't have to be that way. I mean, we can choose to walk against the grain. We can choose. It takes a little work, it takes a little effort, but we can make a choice. That's why Paul says finally, because ultimately we get the last word as to what our thoughts will be. And so when you find yourself and impurity is bombarding your mind, you can still choose. I'm not going to think on those type of things. I'm going to think the type of thoughts that are unmixed. When there's injustice around you, you don't have to choose injustice. You can say, I'm going to think on the right type of thoughts. And eventually, as you make a new pathway, as you set out this new path, you actually find that you will be carried away with your norm, which is the right type of thinking. It's like you change over and off you go.